Boutique Beauty Forever. This is going to be the beginning of my review for this hair. I will be remaking my unit with tabs on the side. This is what I got. I've been wearing this unit since the 4th. Today is the 26th. So about almost 20 days, but so a little bit over 2.5 weeks. I've been co-washing. I co-washed a little bit. I've just been spraying it down with water every day to style it and revitalize the curls. The co-wash here to detangle the hair so that I can disassemble the unit so that I can recreate it. That's what I got out of that there. Here in the tub, as you can see, I have the unit sitting with conditioner.
Okay, so I turned the light on, but as you see, that's the unit. Still very gorgeous. I used Hello Hydration for the conditioning of it, and then I also used my hair silicone mix as a leave-on before I rinse it and then disassemble the unit, as I said. So basically, it's been sitting with the silicone mix and the Hello Hydration on there for about 20 minutes. I'm going to now rinse it. Let me lift it up so I can give you guys a better idea of the unit. So this is it. See, still in full wig form. Hair is still beautiful. Lovely, 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 lovely. It's just been sitting there, putting the natural shines back in there. As you can see, there's a little bit of shedding and stuff in the tub. For the most part, I'll get into the review as far as shedding and stuff like that goes with the unit. But just wanted to give you guys this intro video of me co-washing. I use this hair comb to detangle, which is not very hard at all. As soon as the hair is wet, it's very pliable and detangles very easy. So I'll give you guys further details once I get the unit taken apart and then go start reassembling it. All right.
Thanks for watching and staying tuned. You've seen the earlier part of this video, and obviously you already know that we are reviewing this hair that's on my head by Beauty Forever. It is the Brazilian curly hair. I have it in the inches 20, 22, and 24 supposedly. I actually ended up with a 20, 22, and an 18, and then the frontal is supposed to be a 16 and ended up being 14 inches, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever the case may be, we're gonna rock with it. So I am going to give this hair overall a 7.8 to an 8. Only because the issue that I have with this hair is the frontal. Okay, the frontal for me, it sheds. I'm not even gonna lie and say that it's wonderful. It held up that first week or two, but now that I've co-washed and I've begun to co-wash it, it's like either the knots are loosening with the co-washing and the hair's just coming out, or the hair's just coming out. I really couldn't tell you what it was, what it is, but the frontal does shed. The frontal was lovely, thick, and full in the beginning. Not exactly the same texture as the hair. It was the same texture, the original pattern out the package, but upon after the second or third co-wash, the texture completely changed for me. I noticed. And it became more of a dry, like it got dry immediately, the frontal did. So the texture changed. So I would have this beautiful, these beautiful bundles in the back, but you couldn't tell because the front, where the frontal is, was just so dry and frizzy looking. It was like weird. It was like a weird combination. So ultimately I had to figure something out. I'm going to show you the products and stuff that I use on it. Like right now, it looks popping. Like what's popping? What's popping? Okay, so but even, and now at this point, moving on, the ends of the hair are looking dry and rather tattered, which is weird to me because this particular time that I disassembled the unit and remade the wig. And I even did a silicone mix with a deep condition on it, and the ends came out looking so dry. Like the pattern was freaking dope, but the ends came out looking dry, which was weird to me. So I had to ultimately again hit them bad boys with some product to, you know, keep the curl pattern really nice and lush. The top I have no issues out of. I could just simply cut the 2 inches off the hair off of each bundle and then have nice ends of the hair, but at the same time, the one good thing about this hair is that when it's wet, it's like butter, baby. Like, for real, for real. Easy to detangle, comb, all of that good stuff. It's wonderful. The only thing, like, when it dried, the ends dried a little frizzy for me. Okay, so overall shedding for me has not really been an issue for this hair. It's curly hair. Obviously, you know, you're gonna have some strands here or there. I'm not gonna say that it does not shed. I get strands of hair obviously when I'm combing through the ends, the parts that tangled, but the middle part, all of this up here, I have no problem combing through. The hair just does not shed like that for me. I love the fact that the shedding is to a minimal. The like I said, the issue that I have is that the frontal sheds. The bundles don't shed. I got some shedding from the bundles, and I think that that's only because I did end up cutting the wefts on the top 20-inch bundles. But my 24-inch, the bottom bundle doesn't shed. The second bundle doesn't shed. The third bundle doesn't shed. But this frontal sheds just a little bit, like not even a little bit. It sheds way too freaking much because I initially pre-plucked my frontal for the baby hair illusion and that type of stuff. If you can see on this side, all of this hair has come out, and that was baby hair initially. So right now, like, I'm gonna have to re-pluck a new hairline, which I don't like to have to do because I'm not a plucker at all. First off, this is my first time plucking and customizing a front hairline with baby hair and stuff like that. I did pretty good, but to have to re-pluck again, it's gonna drive me crazy because that was very time consuming and all that other stuff. So yeah. But the frontal sheds, point blank period. I'm gonna ask them maybe if they offer a better quality frontal so that I can eventually replace it and have a frontal that really works with my bundles. Yes. Okay, moment of silence. I'm having a contraction. Yes, it is time. And I love this hair. This is going to be my push hair. Okay. So, bundles don't shed. So that's shedding. Tangling. I don't get any tangles. One thing that I will say I love about the bundles, no tangling. The only thing that every now and again it'll get a little, only when it's not properly properly done. Like if I wake up in the morning and I only wet and comb the bottom half, this little part right here may get a little matty. But as you can see, like right now, it's not even matted. Because I broke it up. Like if I spray all at one time and then comb and then spray then comb, it might get a little matted down there. But if I break it up into 3 sections like I do when I go to activate the curls, the mat is like non-existent. Sometimes it just does get a little matty, but at the same time, nothing that's like out of control, because if I spray it with water, it's going to easily comb through. I can normally just do a couple of these like this, and then the little snags will come out of it. Tangling, that's it. I don't get tangling out of the bundles at all per se. The frontal, it does tangle a little bit, only because it gets so dry and the texture changes after you wet and co-wash the hair. So as far as texture change, yes, initially the hair is in a nice spiral pattern. What I do like about it is that after a certain amount of co-washes, you can actually really see the length of the hair because it actually stretches out. It does curl up, back up, but it stretches out in length, so it's really nice. I do like that about it. But my ends have been drier, like every week or so they're drying drier. So like these ends were dry and frizzy after wash it to where they almost look matty, and then the frontal does the same thing. So what I've been using, so how I activate the hair is I use the water bottle with conditioner inside here. I have Hello Hydration, and I have the Organics coconut water or milk or whatever the crap is called, and then I spray that down and just comb it through. And normally that's all that I do. I use the toothbrush with the Got to Be Glued. Hold on, let me move my camera so that you guys get a better picture of these items. better idea of these items. Okay, so then I use the Got To Be Glued with my toothbrush for the edges to hold those in place, because I sometimes use the comb, don't use the comb, don't really have a band type of deal. I use the Got To Be hairspray just on the parts that I did my baby hairs on, and that makes them a little bit harder, makes it stick to my head, basically gluing it down and keeping the unit from moving. On the days, like as of late, like I said, to get my frontal to start matching the rest of the hair in its natural state after just a wet and wear, I've been using this Tresemme Professional Salon. This here, the mousse, basically. It's just mousse. So I put this on the frontal in a decent amount too, and it basically gives it this nice pattern. Let me see if I can get the sunroof open to give you guys a good look at it. But the hair is nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying that the hair is crappy. It's just that I don't like the fact that the frontal sheds. But then again, it has been a month, so I can't really say, you know, I've had hair go south on me in a week. So I should just be kind of grateful for the price and for the time that it took to get here, or whatever the case may be. But I use that Tresemme, and since my ends have been drying ratty tatty, I obviously put the mousse on the ends too to keep it nice and to keep the curl pattern on it. Overall, like I said, I give the hair an 8, and only because I feel like the quality of the frontal is not going to last me. I can have this hair for a very long time, but the frontal is not going to last me. I already know that. So if I'm able to replace it with a better quality frontal, it'll be wonderful. If not, that's going to be the downside for me as far as this unit. So let's see, what else can I say? How do I take care of this hair? I don't sleep in this hair. I don't. I take this unit off every day, every time that I wear it. I initially, my first 3 days of wearing it, I took it off every day because I had not co-washed it. I was in a rush to make the unit, and so I took the hair straight out the bags, put them straight on the wig cap, and needed it because I got it on the 3rd on Friday. I went to work from 2 to 10:30. My baby shower was at 2 o'clock on Saturday. So I got off at 10:30, stayed up all night making the unit, and then went to my baby shower the following day. So I had no time for co-wash. So I was taking it on and off because I needed to clean the hair. Then once I did wash it, I wore the hair and slept in the hair for maybe 2 or 3 days to see just how long the Got To Be Glued would hold the hair in place. And doing so, I would twist it up, twist the hair into little plaits, and then pin them up, and then obviously, you know, tie them up. I didn't like the way that the hair looked in the morning once I went to take it down. It was flat, it was like dry, almost dread matty looking. I didn't like that, so I just decided again to no longer sleep in the unit. Like, I take it off every day that I need to wear it, and so forth. So that's gonna be pretty much it. That's how I take care of it. That's my shedding, that's my tangling. I will be, today I actually intended to flat iron the hair, which is why when I reassembled the unit, I co-washed it and let it air dry. I did want to flat iron the unit today just to see how the hair is going to react, if I'm going to reactivate it. So I will be flat ironing it at some point, and I also will be dyeing it at some point. So we'll see how all of that goes. But thank you guys for tuning in to my review on this hair. Again, this is Beauty Forever's hair in the Brazilian curly. The lengths are 22, 24, 22, 20, and 18, and 16. I'm just gonna say what the specs were supposed to be. I actually ended up with a 22, 20, and an 18-inch and a 14-inch frontal, but that's neither here nor there. So alrighty guys, that's gonna be all.